Hey guys, the FM Gaffer here, and welcome to another episode of my Tottenham Let's Play here on the Football Manager 2017 beta. Now we're currently on the 11th of February, which means the January transfer window has passed, and we've made a few deals, some of which you can probably see on screen right now. So let's head over to the transfers screen. On the outs, let's start with. So we've had a few loans out, as you can see, Harrison, Carter Vickers, and Kudu, Onuma, all pretty good youngsters, like senior squad youngsters that we've all loaned out. They're being paid all their wage by the club, and yeah, they're just going out to get some first team football. Didn't want to hinder their development by keeping them around when they're not going to be playing games. Thomas Glover also going out to New York Red Bulls in America. But the one permanent sale is Jeremy Mathieu. Now, we brought him in for Barcelona in the summer for 1.2 million to replace Ben Davies at left back, and we found a replacement for him in Levin Kurzawa. We shipped him out back to Barcelona for the exact same fee. So he did 9 games with us, was a good backup. He was quite versatile, so that's quite handy. But yeah, he goes back out to Barcelona. Didn't really fit the left back role very well, and didn't really fit the centre back role. Well, okay, he did fit the centre back role, but he was like the 5th choice centre back. So I thought it was probably best to get rid of him. I was initially going to keep him alongside Kurzawa, but in the end I decided to just cut our losses. And he did have a big wage, which was good to get rid of for the wage budget and financial fair play, which we're currently failing, but they always say that. Now, a similar sort of player in terms of wage on the ins, Yaya Toure. We've bought him in from Manchester City for £475,000. Now, the reason he's so cheap is because he is a fairly old player. He's 33 years old. With that in mind, we'll just send him on a quick coaching course. Though I think they said no, but I didn't really read it. So yeah, Yaya Toure, yes, he's 33, but he's still a great player. If we look at his attributes, even his physical attributes are still pretty good, particularly that 18th strength. I'm absolutely loving that. And to be honest, I don't know why they got rid of him for so cheap. I don't think you would be able to get him in real life this January for any less than 15 million, and we got him for less than £500,000. So I think that's pretty damn good. He's played just the one game for us so far. Coming on as a substitute. He's also played, okay, that's international, but yeah, he came on as a substitute in the league, and he played in a under-18s friendly, I think that is. But yeah, he's not really done anything so far, but I think he'll be a really good signing, and yeah, despite his age, I think he'll do really well for us. I've already mentioned Kurzawa. He's coming in as our new backup left back. He's on loan till the end of the season, and we have a future fee of only £5 million, which at the time I was like, yeah, that's pretty good, but now that you see that he's valued at 9.75, I mean, that's going to be really good. So in the summer, when we get our new transfer budget, hopefully we'll be able to bring him in as the new backup. Jules Koundé I've already told you about. So that's pretty much it on transfer dealings. Yeah, today let's have a look at the fixtures. We have Burnley in the Premier League away, and then CSKA Moscow in the Champions League. Now, we haven't done too well since that Manchester United game. We first of all beat Brentford in the FA Cup. Good result. Put a few of the youngsters out. Son and Kudu and Onuma with the goals, all in the first half. But yeah, we went on a 3-game Premier League losing streak. Particularly bad defeats against Hull and West Brom. First of all, Hull, I mean, we didn't actually play that bad against Hull. We created some chances, but as you can see, Rose got sent off, and then they scored their second, and after that it was pretty much downhill. Mason and Klukas and Hernandez getting the goals, and as you can see, it was 2-1 for most of the match, and we were trying to get back into it, and they scored in the 94th minute sort of sealer. But yeah, Rose getting sent off. We were a bit unlucky in this match, and yeah, I didn't think too much of it. I thought just move on. We then did lose to Liverpool 2-0. Liverpool obviously a decent team. They're about 5th, I think, right now. And yeah, they just played better than us. They created the better chances. We created some chances, but they probably, on reflection, deserved to win. And Chan and Henderson's goals were the reason. But this game, we were awful. We played so badly. We couldn't keep possession. We kept giving away the ball. And they scored 5 goals pretty quickly. I mean, they scored 1 in the first half through Barahino. Obviously, someone we're going to try and sign in the summer. But then, yeah, in 11 minutes, they scored 4 goals. Morrison, 2 from Rondon, and then Olsen. And like, I tried my best to get back into it, but after that it was pretty much over. We did get a goal back though through Janssen, which is pretty good. But yeah, we just played so badly. But this FA Cup game, I think this is going to be the turning point, because it was a fairly easy win against Championship opposition. It sort of gave us the momentum, even though it wasn't a big game to go on. And as you can see, the game after that we did pretty well. But first of all, Emmanuel Adebayor got his first goal for the club since rejoining, which I was really happy about. Conway gave them the lead, which I thought it was going to be another defeat and we were going to be on an awful run. But yeah, Onoma got the equaliser, and then in the second half, 2 from Adebayor and 1 from Son, and we ended up winning 4-1. Good result. And yeah, we go through to the 5th round where we're playing West Brom, I think. So yeah, that's going to be fun. But yeah, then we played at West Ham in the derby of East London, sort of. And we won 5-0, 4-0 up at half-time in this one. Sissoko had a great game. As you can see there, 9.4 rating from him. Eriksen got the second, and Harry Kane then came in with a hat-trick. 2 in the first half, 1 in the second half. He got himself a 9.7 rating. And yeah, everyone was just really good in this game, and it was a fantastic result in the derby, which has put us in good stead for these 2 matches that we have today. So if we look at the Premier League, we are 9 points adrift of Arsenal now, and we were 12 points adrift, but Arsenal slipped up last weekend, I do believe. Where are they? Yeah, see, they lost to Middlesbrough just before we beat West Ham. So yeah, we're currently within 9 points of Arsenal. It is catchable, but it's quite a hard deficit. Luckily, however, Manchester United did lose to Chelsea earlier today, which is fantastic. So if Watford can beat Arsenal and we can take the win, we'll be 6 points. We'll be hopefully up to second if we win like 3-0 or something like that. And we'll be 6 points off Arsenal. But that is a very dream situation. But we can still catch. But a couple of bad results have put us in. Well, it's taken it out of our hands, really. So this is a team we're going to go... Actually, no, sorry. This is not the team we're going to go with today. I haven't sorted this out at all. I do want to play Dele Alli because I haven't been playing him really that much at all. If we just look at his go on form... Yeah, I mean, he's been playing bits and bobs, but mostly coming on as a substitute. He only played that 90 minutes against Manchester United, which you guys saw. But yeah, other than that, he hasn't had a huge amount of games, and I do want to start playing him a bit more because he is obviously our best young prospect. We're going to actually bring Eriksen back in for Son on the left wing. And we'll put, where's Son gone now? We'll put him on the bench for Janssen. So yeah, we're going to actually bring Yaya Toure in for Dembele as well. And who else can we bring? Oh yeah, Eric Lamela is finally back from injury. He's still probably quite... Okay, he's 94%. We'll stick him on the bench as well. So yeah, I want to give them hopefully a game if we can. Burnley, obviously, not the most important opponent without trying to be rude to them. I'll bring off Kazawa because Vertonghen can play left back as well. So yeah, this is the team we're going to go with today. Lloris in goal, Layun at right back with Walker still out injured a little bit. He's had a couple of week injury. We have just got Jimenez actually injured literally like a day ago, but he's only out for about a week, so that's fine. But yeah, Layun at right back, Alderweireld and Wimmer in the middle of the defence, Danny Rose at left back, Eric Dyer and Yaya Toure in the midfield. In fact, I'm going to put Wanyama in because I want to play Dyer against CSKA. Sissoko at right wing, Ali in the middle, Eriksen at left wing. Actually, we're going to make more changes. We're going to put Belotti up front rather than Kane, and then the bench of McGee. Luke McGee, by the way, I've put him in my squad. I mean, it still says bid. It still said that Peterborough United are talking to him, but that was the case 7 days before the January transfer window, and nothing has transpired as yet. As a result, I did actually try and get rid of Michel Vorm in the January transfer window. Unfortunately, nobody wanted him, but I've chosen Luke McGee as my second goalkeeper, so Vorm and Pau are both unregistered in the Premier League, because I just didn't see the point of them. Luke McGee was a homegrown player, so he fit one of those, which meant that I still had another place for a normal player, and that's why I got Yaya Toure in. I would only have been able to get him in if we had Luke McGee in the squad rather than Vorm or Pau. And I'll probably look to get rid of them. Jonathan Deby I did also promote as he is our best young goalkeeper in terms of like after McGee. Looks like a good potential as well, so might be able to play him a few games. Belgian, 16 years old, but yeah, still lots of potential to grow. So I might play him in 1 or 2 games if we really need him. If Lloris gets injured, we're pretty fucked. But anyway, and as he's under 21, same with McGee actually. He didn't actually need to be registered. So yeah, they are the people that I will be playing as sort of on the bench / as backups in the goalkeeper position. But yeah, let's just get into the game today. Actually, I'm going to stick to be on the bench just in case Lloris gets injured. And then Dele Alli is match sharpness. Yeah, that's fine. We actually have to give him a number now. Let's give him 43. Why not? Anyway, Burnley away should be a win. But yeah, can't promise anything. They're lining up with a 4-4-2. They signed Chet Tiote in the save. Actually, I don't think he signed in real life, but I guess Newcastle got relegated. But Yeah, no, I think in the game he starts at Newcastle anyway. So yeah, let's move on and go to opposition instructions and get to the team talk. So yeah, fantastic result against West Ham last time out. We're definitely going to go with that team talk. Do some eye of face on slightly different mentalities. I don't know why, whenever I change it up from like passionate to assertive to calm, it usually works better. Don't know if that's anything anyone else has found, but yeah, that tends to get more green reactions than just doing it all calm or all assertive or all passionate. So yeah, we'll go with that, and let's just get the game underway. So we get an... oh, is this... oh, I bet it's on only commentary again. Yeah, I don't know why it keeps going back to that. Maybe it's something in the settings. I will have to check that afterwards. But yeah, I was just reading the commentary down below, and I was like, some of this probably should be in actual highlights. So here's Lyon on the ball in an actual highlight. Tiote gets it clear. Comes to Toby Alderweireld. Goes all the way back to Hugo Lloris, who plays it long up towards Belotti. Down to Wanyama. Dele Alli up to Belotti now. Belotti goes wide. Can he swing in a ball? He does. And, who was it there? Ericsson at the back post. Almost stealing in there. Arfield clears only as far as Wanyama to Toure. Defoe does well. And Toure into Andre Gay. Looking for Lucas Djikuic. A bit straight at Lloris, his shot. It's yeah, Djikuic, I think he's on loan at some like championship club, so it's quite good that he's like in the save. He's got into a Premier League team, because I think I remember someone saying that he was never really Premier League quality. Didn't know why Burnley really signed him, but well, I guess they didn't think they would go up straight away. But yeah, he's managed to work his way into the first 11 on this save as Belotti goes close. Corner now in from Lyon, while taken by Heaton. But yeah, good opportunity for Belotti there. Perhaps could have done better. But yeah, oh my god, like I swear, like if Burnley are in, Tiote scored. Like where was our defence there? We only had like one centre back there. Maybe I should move him back to a central defender. Can either of them play defensive centre back? No, not really. That was worrying. We just maybe I'll put these guys back on support. See if that does anything. But we were just really cut open defensively there. I don't know what it was. And Tiote has given Burnley the lead. Not good. Arsenal also 1-0 up. Not good signs whatsoever. Let's take a look at this on the replay and see what's gone wrong. But yeah, was a bit worrying there. Well, obviously it led to a goal. I just saw that when the ball was pumped up to the two strikers, Gray could have headed it on and Djikuic would have been through. But yeah, as you can see here, Boyd does well. And they're in behind. Tiote onside. I think the left back made a mistake in not stepping up, and Lloris just can't keep that out. And they go 1-0 up. And Defoe now with a free kick. Good opportunity. I'm going to drop back to standard, as I don't want to try and control the match when we're behind. As yeah, they'll just let us keep the ball and sit back. But that's not what they're doing right now. As Djikuic goes close to another goal. We're not. I'm gonna tell the team to concentrate. But we do have a corner here. Comes out to Defoe. Sorry if I'm getting in the way. Dele Alli now into Belotti. Sissoko. Can we make an opportunity? Lyon, Toure, Ericsson, Dele Alli, Belotti. Back to Wanyama. Wanyama to Yaya Toure. Into Dele Alli. Round the corner to Belotti. Oh, Ali's been fouled. And it's a red card. Ooh, okay. I didn't really know what he particularly did any red cardness there, but I guess it was. And Ericsson then fires a free kick over the bar. But we now have a great advantage. Burnley down to 10 men. Hopefully we can now do something with that as Andre Gray hits the shot. And they do now only have one up front, but Gray is still very dangerous. I think they brought Lukiovic off for one of their defenders as Ericsson goes close again from a free kick, but not really troubling. We'd prefer to have a bit better opportunities than that. I will stay on standard, however, for now, as we are still obviously behind. But yeah, good signs now that they're down to 10 men. But I do want to say, come on, lads, show a bit of desire. We've got to go out and try and win this game now, because they're down to 10 men. If we lose to a 10-man Burnley, that is not good signs whatsoever. But yeah, let's go with that. And yeah, they're playing 4-4-1-1. Maybe we should go back to control. Maybe maybe we'll push up the defensive line a bit. Although, yeah, we'll do that. Why not? We'll play a bit of an offside trap. Although obviously we're not having the use offside trap instruction on. But yeah, it still should work a little bit. Nathaniel there booked for Burnley as Ericsson. Like, our only chances of being free kicks. I'm going to go attacking and see what that does. And we have a highlight here. Here is Danny Rose coming forward. Looks to whip the ball in, but it comes out to Yaya Toure. Wanyama has a bit of space, and he takes the shot. I think he should have probably slipped it through there. But instead he goes alone, and we're going to make a substitution. This is getting quite far into this game, and we're not managing to get through. I'm going to bring on Dembele and Dier as the new two central midfielders for Toure and Wanyama. And hopefully they can create something that was lacking before. I'm going to say get creative as well on here. Dembele on the ball now. Out to Christian Eriksen, who cuts inside. Eric Dyer. Dembele into Dele Alli. Looks for Eriksen again. Eventually does find him. Dyer now. Will he slip the ball through? Stop shooting from long range. I'm going to put the pass into space instruction on. There you go. And Lyon now on the ball. Towards Dyer. Dyer finds Dembele. Dembele out to Sissoko. Can he go up the line? He does. Gets it in. Belotti's there at the front post. Squares at Eriksen. Oh, that was such a good opportunity. Belotti did very well there, finding Eriksen, but he just couldn't head home. And Tiote now into Boyd. Up to Ashley Barnes, who's now on for Gray, I guess. Ward on to Ashley Barnes. Ain't Burnley have the shot? And look, they're looking more dangerous than we are right now. We're not creating the right opportunities. And why are they having so much more possession? They're down to 10 men. We're doing so badly. Arsenal still 1-0 as well. I mean, we need to at least get a point here as Wimmer. Otherwise, we do not deserve to be champions whatsoever. As Dyer commits a foul on Ashley Barnes there. Come on. It's going to finish 1-0 to Burnley. I can't believe this. I can't believe we lost this. I don't know what I could have done any differently other than, play a few more first-team players. But Belotti hits the bar. For God's sake, Ward into Boyd now. I can only hope that we do better next game against CSK because this was such a poor performance. We're going to go aggressive. We have just lost to a 10-man Burnley. They were down to 10 men for just under an hour. And we could not score against them. That's just awful. And I'm not really sure what else I could have done tactically there. I don't know. We were just making all the wrong decisions and shooting from range when we shouldn't have, and all the chances seem to be free kicks. But yeah, we've got to move on. I'll join you for the CSK game in a couple of days. Alright guys, we're back for this CSK Moscow game, and after that awful performance we just saw against Burnley, we have made some wholesale changes, try and get back to the normal full team, which I'm just doing now. So I think this is the team I'm going to go with today. We're going to have Hugo Lloris in goal, Walker, Alderweireld, Vertonghen and Rose as the defenders, Eric Dyer, Moussa Dembele in midfield. Lamella's going to come in for his first game since breaking his leg at right wing, Eriksen through the middle, Son on the left and Harry Kane up front. Bench of McGee, no, it's going to have to be McGee, Wimmer, Wanyama, Belotti, Lyon, Ali and Sissoko. So let's submit that team, just get straight into the game and hopefully we can produce a better performance away in Moscow. This game did actually happen in this year's group stage in real life, where we won 1-0 in CSK Moscow. That result would be absolutely fantastic. But yeah, so would like a 1-1 draw. Any away goal would be perfect, just as long as we don't produce a performance like we did against Burnley. So Ionov already on the attack for CSK, but that's an awful cross and going nowhere near the penalty box, just going out of play there. Next highlight there, however, Ionov coming forward finds Eremenko into Wernbloom. Wernbloom takes a shot. But yeah, CSK having chances already. I'm going to drop actually to counter-attack as the control. We made the mistake of being on control early on against Burnley, and I don't want to do that here against away at CSK as Eremenko tests Lloris for the first time. Milanov now with the ball in. Mario Fernandes hits the woodwork and Dembele puts it behind for another corner. We get lucky there. Ionov now with the ball in. Dembele reaches that first and Eric Dyer away. And he shows Mario Fernandes. Lassina Traore now out of Alderweireld can clear. Wernbloom on the ball, the Swedishman, but the highlight ends. I think we get away with it, at least for now. Lamella now coming forward. Eriksen out to Danny Rose. First time ball in. Oh, it almost went in, and Ankin Vive had to tip it over the crossbar. Now Lamella with the resulting corner. Dembele. Kane hits the shot just over the bar. There was a lot of power on that. That moved very quickly in the air, and Kane unlucky not to give us the lead. The other game happening tonight, Barcelona versus Olympiacos. Barcelona just taking the lead. Milanov now. Jaguev. Back to Shenikov. Eriksen, good interception. Harry Kane now on the ball. Holds up. Finds Walker. Walker up to Lamella. Back into Dyer. Dyer's got Dembele in the middle for him. Dembele now into Eriksen. Slides it through. Harry Kane! Offside. I didn't think that was offside there. I was sort of watching. My initial thought was, yes, that's probably offside. But then, on reflection, I think he may have been in line. But at the end of the day, well, I guess it could have caused a goal. But well, at the end of the day, we can't change anything because Danny Rose's cross put out of play by Akinfeev, and it's a corner kick. Walker. Wernbloom out to Kane. Poor shot in the end, quite far wide, but good that we're creating opportunities as we were not in the early parts of the game. Berezutski playing it back to Akinfeev. Plays it forward towards Traore. Traore is like 6'8". We're unlikely to win a header against him as Ionov beats Danny Rose. Can he get the ball in? He says, goes back to Jaguev. Eremenko blocked. Vernbloom hits it wide. And good opportunity there for CSK, but we defend well. Akinfeev now pumps it forward. Dembele wins a header ahead of Traore. Kane looks for Son, but Mario Fernandes deals with that really well and plays it back to Akinfeev. Dembele, however, cuts out the ball again, and Eriksson out to Lamela, cuts inside on his left. Vernbloom does well. Milanov finds Lucina Traore, out to Milanov. Milanov on the ball now, cuts inside. Jaguev, good block from Dembele, and here we come again. Eriksson, end-to-end stuff right in this highlight right now. Son into Eriksson, he's got Kane there, but instead goes to Lamela. Lamela through to Kane, whose shot is tipped wide by Akinfeev. Well played by Harry Kane there, and good opportunity, but well saved by Akinfeev, and it comes out to Rose now. Okay, no, he leaves that out for a throw-in, and that'll probably be the end of the highlight. However, it is not, and Rose into Eriksson now. Dembele. Eric Dyer back up to Son. Can he take on Ionov? Comes back to Rose. Into Eriksson. Finds, or looks to Harry Kane, but Vertonghen now has to cut out the clearance. And Lamela into Eriksson. Eriksson finds Lamela. Into Dembele. Through to Kane. Son hits the shot, and it's just wide of the goal. Good opportunity again, and we are definitely maybe turning into the team on top in this game, as we were not earlier. I'm still going to say I'm far from pleased, because we were quite poor in the first half of that first half. Hopefully we can continue what we were doing in the second half, keep momentum, and get a away goal, which would be perfect. As Lucina Traore plays out to Milanov. Milanov fouled by Kyle Walker in the end, and it's a free kick to CSK. Oh, but we won't be able to see that. Mario Fernandes now into Ionov in a new highlight. Jaguev, Ionov, Dyer, good header. Eriksson into Dembele now. Son looks for Kane. Has he got anyone in the middle? He hasn't right now. He goes alone. Now floats in. Lamela on the header. But Akinfeev fairly equal to it. It's quite a poor header in the end. And it was well saved. But Lamela now back on the ball. Into Eriksson now. Son hits the shot. Akinfeev with a save. We're creating lots of opportunities now. Really good. 4 shots on target so far compared to their 1, despite having less shots overall. But yeah, we're doing pretty well. And comes up to Kane now. This highlight is not over. Dembele into Son. Jaguev gets the ball now for CSK and drives forward, and that will be the end of the highlight. But yeah, playing pretty well in the opening stage of this first half, or second half. However, Akinfeev pumps out. Vertonghen wins it though. Rose, Dembele, out to Son. Son loses it to Milanov. Milanov looks for Ionov, but Vertonghen is there again. Finds Son again. Dembele, Eriksson, Kane comes wide right and hits the shot. It comes back to him, and he has another shot, but it's easy for Akinfeev on the second time to just pick up and deal with. Yeah, we're dominating possession now. We're playing some good football, but they do have a chance here. I'm going to bring on Dele Alli. As I said, I want to play him a little bit more for Eriksson, as Eriksson was looking fairly tired. But it comes out to Jaguev here, who hits the shot wide. Hopefully Dele Alli can get on the score sheet or do something to get us a lead. Jaguev, Ionov, back to Vernbloom. Shenikov, good ball in, but Lloris gets there first before the attacker, and he can now pump this forward. Dele Alli can't win the header. Golovkin only fires Dyer though. Dembele over the top. Harry Kane, he's in! He's in on goal! Harry Kane! Good save, Akinfeev. Akinfeev has been in good form so far this match, and he does well there. Eric Dyer into Dembele now. Lamela. Kane hits the shot! Again, Akinfeev is there. But we're not really shooting for the corners as much, and Akinfeev is finding it fairly easy as Lamela gets the ball in. Kane back to Lamela, but that's a poor ball, and I assume that just went out of play for a throw. Vernbloom getting substituted there for CSK. Let's make one more change after this highlight. Lamela comes out to Dele Alli, hits the shot wide, and yeah, we'll make that change now. Eric Dyer is looking quite tired. We'll bring on Wanyama. I'll bring on Musa Sissoko actually. Yeah, before Eric Lamela, we'd expect Lamela to get tired fairly soon, as he is obviously just coming back from a broken leg, and I have been impressed with Sissoko in Lamela's absence. He has done well for us, and Son now on the ball for us, finds Sissoko. Sissoko goes out wide. He's got Walker there with him. Instead loses it to Shenikov, and Walker has to get back now, but he does well and tackles the man. Wanyama into Dembele now. Dele Alli. Harry Kane looks for Son, but comes back at him. Dembele. Kane. Can he slide the ball through? He can. Dele Alli. That was a chance. Good ball through from Kane, but it was a very, very tame shot in the end, and it was easy for Akinfeev. Walker now on it. Sissoko. Kane! Oh my god. Akinfeev again with a save. How are we not 1-0 up? We're doing so well right now, creating tons of opportunities. It comes out to Kane again. Block. Dele Alli to Rose. Rose comes out to Jaguev. Eremenko over the top, and Walker will nod that back to Hugo Lloris. Lloris now playing it forward. Wanyama's there. Dembele out to Musa Sissoko. Into Dembele. Dembele into Kane. I think he got caught up by Dele Alli there. Son now on the ball. Will he slip it through? No, he loses to Berezicki. And Berezicki sets Ionov away. And that was close. He hit it towards the front post, but it was just wide. Suarez has now got a hat-trick for Barcelona against Olympiacos. And now CSKA have a bit of initiative. Ionov playing out to Milanov. Milanov to Jagoev. Out to Mario Fernandes. Gets the ball in to Jagoev. And the deflection almost took it past Lloris. But it instead goes out for a corner. Nacho now with the ball in. Sissoko nods clear. Only as far as Ionov. Walker now cuts out and looks at Kane, but that's poor. He gives it away straight away. And Berezicki now on the ball. Ignacevic. Wanyama wins it back. Kane. Dembele. Will he find Dele Alli? Instead, Dembele drives out the defence, but Mario Fernandes deals with that really well. Nacho now with the free kick blocked by the wall. Berezicki now. Back to Jagoev. Mario Fernandes wide right. Milanov blocked and Dembele on the ball now. Danny Rose. Will he find Son? He does. Son finds Kane. Kane out to Sissoko. Will Sissoko drive past the left back? No. Shenikov deals with it well. And Golovin to Eremenko. But we win it back. Dele Alli on the ball now. Kane loses it to Ignacevic. But Wanyama wins it back. Dembele. Dele Alli. Kane. Out to Walker. Walker to Sissoko. Ball in. Son! Yes! Just like he did against CSKA Moscow in real life. He finally breaks the deadlock after lots of Tottenham pressure. Similar sort of minute as well, actually. So I think this could be a carbon copy of the real life game. Walker does well. Plays up to Sissoko. I knew when he clipped the ball in there'll be someone there on the end of it. And it was Son Heung-min to nod home. 1-0 and we finally take the lead. We've already made all three of our substitutions. I was going to bring off Dembele, but yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to. And yes, that is great news, but we still have to worry about CSK because they have been dangerous at times, as Ionov's shot going nowhere near Lloris's goal there. Lloris now with the goal kick. Kane nods on towards Sissoko. Could we get a second to seal it? Dele Alli's in! Good save Akinfiev and Shenikov away. Good opportunity there for Ali. Walker with the throw now. Looks for Kane, but Eremenko cuts that out and clears to Golovin. Looks on to Ionov. Ionov out wide into towards Golovkin and Jagoev with a shot. Lloris equal to it though. I was a little bit heart and mouth there, but we do manage to deal with it. And Lloris now with a goal kick cut out by Eremenko. Ionov now on the ball looking dangerous. Milanov. Ionov. Back to Milanov. Milanov. Good tackle Danny Rose and up to Harry Kane. Can we counter this now? Out to Son. The wide left. He's got an overlap in Rose, but instead comes inside to Dembele. Looks back for Son, but Mario Fernandes deals with it. And Milanov and Golovin is in a lot of space this side. Will he get the ball back in? He does! And it's just wide from Nacho, I think it was in the end. The right back, I think Nacho is. Or a centre-back even, maybe. Son now gets the ball in. Out of road. Comes to Kane. Ali! 2-0. Dele Alli all but seals the win tonight. And, yeah, fantastic result. 2 away goals. We're looking really good going into that second leg in the next episode. Dele Alli with the shot. Gets the goal. And as I said, I wanted him to do something in this match. And he's well delivered on that and got a nice goal. He's on the ball again here. And Dembele hits the shot just over the bar. Suarez gets his 4th against Olympiacos. Looks like Barcelona will be going through in that one. And it looks like Tottenham will be going through in this one. However, I don't want to speak too soon. And Eremenko gets a goal back. I had to say it, didn't I? Roman Eremenko with the goal. The Finnish man, I think. Good ball in from Mario Fernandes, who has been a threat from right back all night. And the volley from Eremenko at the back post. And that means that CSK are right back in this. Although we do still have the away goals, which is important going back to White Hart Lane. If we keep a clean sheet next week against them, or even if we only concede 1, we will be through, regardless of how many we score. So that's good to know. As Son now on the ball. Mario Fernandes deals with it. Vertonghen and Wanyama. Don't want them to get another one. Alderweireld out to Walker. If we got another one, that would be great. As Sissoko now. Walker. Back up to Sissoko. Gets the ball in towards Dele Alli, but it's cleared away and it's full time. 2-1. 2-0 would have been perfect, but 2-1 still not bad. Son and Ali with the goals. Eremenko getting a disappointing late goal at the end for them. And that has improved my mood after that awful game against Burnley. Hopefully Burnley is just a blip and we can carry on this winning form into the next few Premier League games before I join you back for the episode against CSKA again and Chelsea. So I'll see you for that episode. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, smash the like button. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I've been the FM Gaffer, and I'll see you guys next time.